We've been bringing in superintendents. They're doing a phenomenal job. And I again want to thank all our superintendents, our teachers, our school staff, educational service centers for working so very, very hard to keep our kids safe and to continue to teach our children. This certainly is no ordinary time. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for going that extra mile and doing those things to educate our children. As we have been doing since the start of the year, we're inviting superintendents in. Joining us today is Jeffrey Ramnytz, superintendent with Barberton City Schools. Mr. Superintendent, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me, Governor. I really appreciate it.
Well, is it a pretty day in Barberton today?
Oh, the sun's always shining in Barberton, especially when the Magics take the field. So we're excited about that.
Well, that's good. I missed the parade this year. The parade's always fun.
I know. We do miss that.
And the pancake breakfast as well. So
yes.
It's always
well, next year, hopefully we won't have masks on when we see you there.
We hope to be there. We hope to be there. Well, let me tell me a little bit about your school district. And for people who don't know Barberton, tell me about the district. And then kind of tell us how you're breaking this out. You've got some kids online. You've got other kids who are in the classroom. You prepared for it this summer. Just kind of bring us up to date what's going on in Barberton.
Barberton City School District, we serve about 3,800 students. We are a very hardworking blue-collar town. Our parents work hard. The city people work hard. Our teachers work extremely hard. We do have challenges. We're on about 72% free and reduced. We have about 20% students who are on special needs. But we love it. We love taking care of our students, and our motto is we meet each child where they're at, and we work with them to grow them year to year till we get them on one of the 3 E's, which is enrolled, enlisted, or employed. So we're very, very proud of the things and the programming that we have here in Barberton. Our plan was very important to us for many reasons. I know in the spring, everybody had a pretty tough time. Parents, they developed a greater appreciation for what teachers do. So we listened to our parents. We met with parent groups. We did surveys. And really, I would say 3/4 of our parents wanted our students to come back into school. And we also we heard from parents that felt that they didn't feel comfortable letting their students go back into school. So we looked at our resources. Luckily, we had passed a few renewal levies just recently, and we looked at our resources. We looked at our staffing. And initially, we were talking about maybe bringing in the younger students. But as we looked at that, we felt we need our students in front of us. It's been about 22 weeks that they had been gone from spring. Even though we were working in the spring, it's still not being in front of our teachers and face-to-face instruction. So we felt that with our resources, with our teachers, and our buildings and the space in our buildings, that we could bring our students in. So we did put out, and we gave our parents a choice, which they wanted. And I was very proud that we were able to give them a choice. About 1,200 students chose remote, and we have about 2,600 students that chose in-school instruction, which actually made it a little bit nicer. We have about 15 or less in each classroom. Our students are doing a great job. I have to say what a great job and how proud I am of not only our students, our staff, our parents, and our community. Our students are doing an amazing job. One of the big things was they were worried, a lot of the parents were worried that they couldn't wear masks all day long. I will tell you, we started Barberton preschool here about 2 or 3 years ago, and our 3, 4, and 5-year-olds are wearing those masks every day, and they know the 6-foot distance as well. But our preschool all the way up to seniors are doing a great job wearing those masks. They're doing what is necessary for us to stay open, and we're very proud about that. The process was amazing. We did a lot of planning and preparation in the summer because we didn't realize or know which pathway we would take and have to deliver instruction. So there was a lot of professional development on the remote part. But luckily we have those people trained, and our remote is going very well too. It's a lot more structured. It's the same as a school day. They have periods, they check in with their teachers. And we actually had meetings with our teachers and our parents that went remote because we felt it was important to get that personal connection before they started. Because it's very important. Barberton, and I would say most school systems, that personal connection is extremely important. But we understand that we have to move our students forward no matter if they're remote or if they're in school. And our staff is doing an amazing job with that.
Well, that is great. One of the things you and I talked about the other day in regard to what students do when they're not in school. One of the things that we have seen, one of the challenges for college students and for adults and all of us is, when we're not into that routine, then, what do we do? How's that working out for you and your messaging to the students?
Oh, it's so far so good. I mean, we've had a few bumps in the roads, but I have to say, Summit County Health Department and Tanya Burford, who I have on speed dial, she's been amazing. She's been amazing. And anytime that there's any type of issues, we call her up. She helps us through the process. She's been great. And probably most superintendents in Summit County would say that. But we've really encouraged our parents. They've asked us for the choice. They've asked us to start sports up. This is a big sports town. We're extremely happy that our Magics are out there competing. So we're asking them to stay focused and stick with the plan and listen to what the governor's saying and don't go in large groups and be smart, because we really truly we need to stay open. Our students need to be in front of our teachers, again, whether it's in school or remote.
And how about your remote students? Are you doing this with your own teachers? Is that how you're doing that?
Absolutely. Our teachers, we didn't know which pathway we would be taking come fall. So all of our teachers were training in the summer. But really and truly what was nice is we were actually able to use our teachers that had concerns about coming back as well as our instructors. And yes, it is Barberton teachers, Barberton curriculum, and they're doing a great job. We had a little bump in the road at the beginning, but it's getting better every day. The communication's amazing. We're also, and we appreciate the social emotional support that the state has given us. We're trying to incorporate those things as well, remotely and in person, because those wraparound services was one of the big things that we were worried about with our students being gone from us for so long, for about the 22 weeks.
Well, that's great. One last question. For your remote students who are in, let's say, lower elementary school, how does that work? Are these kids able to do it? Does it work?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, they're doing an amazing job. Our teacher, well, we're a one-to-one district, or we have Chromebooks, and we had this beforehand, again, because of the great support of our community. So those students have taken those Chromebooks home. Even our in-school students take those Chromebooks home. But yes, our young ones are doing a great job. We're checking in frequently. Sometimes if we have to go knock on a door and see what's going on there, or making sure that they're logging in, we're doing those things as well. But we are actually trying to start remote tutoring because sometimes there may not be a parent or a guardian there while they're working, but in the evening, when that parent or guardian comes home, we'll have that remote tutor available for those students who need that as well.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
That's great. Well, good luck to you and your students and your faculty and everybody at Barberton, and we wish you a great year.
Thank you very much, Governor.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.